Okay, continuing on from part 6, I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of the fingers and start on the legs. Okay, this thumb looks okay, but it looks a little squared off, so I'm going to go ahead and edit it just a little bit first. Round out the bottom of it some, and let's round the edges of it some a little bit better. Okay, and that needs to come up a little bit. Excuse me. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a loop. Control R right here, so I can get a little sharper crease in this joint right here. So this will be the wrinkled knuckle area on the top of the thumb. Okay, how's that? That was a little better, huh? Yeah. Okay. Now the fingers. Fingers, phalanges as they're called in the medical world, scientific world. Whatever. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab these polygons here, and I want to extrude them out so I can have a little bit excuse me, a little bit more roundness to the side of the hand. Okay, and I want to just go ahead and delete this face right here. There we go. And grab these guys, and I'm going to go back in a global view here so I can move them a little better. There we go. Grab these guys, move them up too. Okay, so now we have a little bit better area for the side of the hand. Okay, and it looks like it goes back a little too far, so go ahead and even that out some. Just grab these, scale them on the x-axis a little bit. Okay, you know, just bring the thumb back a little bit too, so it's a little more even. Okay. Alright. Now let's get into the fingers. First thing, let's see. You know what? Rather than create a... You know, never mind. I'll do it. I'll go ahead and create a whole new finger. I was just going to copy the thumb over, but there'd be too many modifications I'd have to make to it, so I'll just start over on a whole new finger. Okay. So, just grab these 4 vertices here and just start extruding them out. Going to go ahead and grab these 4, hit F, and it's going to create a face right there. So that will give me a square finger, which I will have to add a loop to once I get it more or less where I want it. Go into side view, or excuse me, front view. Hands to the sides. Let's go ahead and start extruding out this finger. I mentioned earlier that it's not a bad idea to put a lot of vertices in there, but you know, you don't really need a lot. Just around the joints is where you need the number of vertices and polygons and all that, because that's where it bends. So you want it to have plenty of space to bend, plenty of vertices to bend around. So it doesn't deform strangely. Okay, okay. That's the second knuckle. Now go ahead and start on the tip of the finger. And one more. Scale it down some. And go ahead and F, because it's already 4 4 vertices, so we hit F and it goes ahead and caps it off with the face, because you have 4 of them selected. Now I'm selecting the inner bottom part, because that goes way too far down, as you can see. Just drag it up so it's a little more rounded. Now I'm going to grab these guys, the inner top part, and drag it down, and just keep grabbing different places and moving them around until it looks a little better. I wonder if I could select all of these. Yeah, I'll go ahead and deselect this one. I just did a edge select where I selected the whole row instead of having to do it one at a time. This is the same way you select a loop. Just hold down Alt and click on the edge, and it selected where I wanted and one more, so I just deselected that one. Okay, so that's a long finger. Let's go ahead and start adjusting it. Make this tip a little shorter and a little bigger too. We don't want it too pointed. Now let's just select the whole finger and just scale it down some until it just about matches about the shape, the size of the thumb, a little bit smaller. And we don't want it too skinny, so I'm just going to scale it on the x-axis so it's just a little shorter, not quite so skinny. And that'll work. Okay. Now I'll start bringing the pads. The pads of the palm, I don't know. Okay, go into front view and start working on the knuckle area. Excuse me, just go ahead and fix this tip up real quick. Kind of bugging me a little bit there. Okay, I'm going to select the whole finger again and just scale it on the z-axis, flatten it out just a little bit. That's a little better. Okay, go back to front view. And now I'll start working on from the large main knuckle at the beginning of the finger down to the first bend in the finger. Let's rotate that around. Rotate that around. Again. Selecting the loop, just holding down Alt and selecting the edge of it. I'll select this one too. And I just held down Shift and Alt. Alt selects one, Shift Alt selects multiple. Scale that up. Bring it up just a little bit. Bring these towards each other some more. So get a sharper crease right around this part. Just go ahead and scale those along the x-axis. If I can, let's see. Scale X. Does not want to cooperate too well. Okay, so I'll just grab it and move it. Okay, it's looking alright. I'm going to go and bump that subsurf level back up to 2, so it's a little bit more what we'll see when we render. That looks starting to look okay. Front view. And I'm going to go ahead and add a loop. Control R. Right here. So I can get a little bit better crease at the beginning of the finger. On the other underside here. And a little too much. The top looks a little weird comparatively. It's a little too sharp, that crease. Bring it up just a little bit. Okay. Back to the front view. Let's go ahead and work on this. I guess the third knuckle. Let's see, I guess it'll be these two guys right here. Do the same thing we did on the center knuckle. Bring these guys down here together a little closer. Just gonna bring them up some. Okay. a little too far down, so let's go ahead and move that up. And this guy up some. That's shaped a little weird right there. Go ahead and fix that. How's that looking? Looking okay. Those creases might be a little too sharp. Let's go ahead and move those up some. There we go. That looks better. Okay, now let's work on the fingernail now. Do the same thing I did with the thumbnail, although I won't be able to get a good rounded top, so I'm gonna Control Z that. I want that. I'm gonna Control R, but if I put a loop there, it's gonna put it all the way up the arm, and I don't want that. I just want it on the finger. So I might end up with some triangles, but I think that'll be okay. So just go into the top view and get the edge select mode, and I just want to hit B once, click and drag across. I didn't get the ones I wanted. I was gonna get them. There we go. Okay. And now I want a W. I want to subdivide them. So now it kind of looks square because those edges were down around the. Okay, so now I guess I need to select that edge. Go in vertex mode, and let's go ahead and try to select this edge as well. Okay, get rid of those. Okay, now we can just bring these up and it'll round that off. And let's go ahead and select that. Just go into front view, hit B twice, hold down Alt. I don't want all those, I just want the ones along the top. Just drag those up. Okay, now we're about ready for the fingernail. Alright. And this time, due to the shape of the finger, I'm going to get more than just those 4. I'm going to go ahead and select these 6. Top view. Actually, just go in the front view. And we want to extrude, scale it down some, and extrude again, bring it up a little bit and rotate it, and now select the front pieces, just the front pieces, and extrude those out a little bit, scale them. Okay. Kind of looks weird at first, but we'll fix it. Go ahead and select everything involved with that nail again. Is that it? And of course the top of it. And these 2 guys. Okay. Scale that down in front view. Bring it back some. Rotate it around. How's that looking? Okay. The general location looks fine. I still need to work on the shape of it. Okay, go into top view. Grab these guys, move them in. And these guys, move them in. Grab the front. Bring it back and around. Just kind of play with it until you get the shape you want. I'll go ahead and bring this whole nail back a little bit. And we kind of got a squared off shape at the tip due to the loop that we created earlier, the subdivide that we did. So I can't straighten out this edges of this nail. There we go. Okay, that's a little big, I think. Let's scale it down some. Select all those and just scale it. Looks like we missed a couple. Scale it, go to front view. How's that? Okay, I think that looks okay. This looks a little weird right in this area, I think. It's an oddly shaped fingernail. Let's see if we can't fix that. It's like it's shaped okay at the front, it's just up at the back that starts getting a little weird. I guess it's the whole finger that's kind of off, isn't it? Wouldn't it be great if you could do this type of sculpting in real life with your own body? You could fix any abnormalities that you might have. You got a crooked nose or something, you could fix it pretty quick. Okay, almost there. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay, decent looking finger. And kind of got some squared knuckles. Let's go ahead and round those out a little bit too. Looks kind of odd. I want to smooth that out. Go and grab my sculpt mode smooth tool. Smooth those knuckles on the top. They're a little too defined for my taste. Okay, did I screw something up with that smoothing? A little bit. The top of the nail. There we go. Okay, get this smoothed up. Okay, and of course we need to get the main knuckle fixed up, but I'd like to do the rest of the fingers first, and that won't take long. Now that we've got one done, go back into edit mode. Now that we've got one done, we can just duplicate it over to the others. We just got to make sure we have a place to put it. So grab this, move it over, grab this, move it over. So this area right here will be where the middle finger will go, and then this area will be where the ring finger will go. Just kind of get that arranged so we can kind of visualize it a little better. And then the pinky will go right there. But as you can see, we added that subdivision along the center middle of the finger, and so now we will need to do the same thing for the rest of the fingers. This is where it starts kind of giving us some weird geometry, so we will see what we can do with that. It's starting to run out of time. I better step it up. Okay, go ahead and oops, I hit E on accident. Control Z, W, subdivide, and okay, go ahead and grab these. Delete them. Delete the faces. Now, go to top view. Select everything on the finger. Oops. You know what? Like I did before, go ahead and select that edge. Saves time in the future, believe me. Okay. Is that everything? Yes. Okay. Control E, mark seam. You'll see what I mean later on. Okay. Now, get out everything selected. Okay, is that it? Okay. Shift D, duplicate, just drag it over. Scale it up a little bit since the middle finger's a little bigger, a little longer than the index finger. Start arranging it so we can sew it together. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this index finger and kind of rotate it a little bit so it's not quite so crowded in there. Now, Control L, select all of that segment, drag it in. Not too far because I'm going to, I'm not going to really sew it in there. I'm going to create faces in the empty spot. So select those four, F. Select those four, F. Looks like I might be off a little bit. No? Okay. That one. Those four, F. Okay. These four, F. F is creates a face from the four vertices. 3 or 4. Okay, looks like I am off a little bit. Nope, I'm fine. That remaining empty space will be filled up by the ring finger. Okay, so I'll just adjust this a little bit. I'm over my time limit. See if I can't get these done real quick. Select all of these. That, Shift D. Scale it down some. The ring finger's a little smaller. Okay, I need to go ahead and delete these faces. And same thing with the ring finger F. Let's see, I'm going to turn around here. 4, F. Okay, let's see. I guess maybe these need to be sewed together. Alt at center, Alt merge, Alt M merges them. Is that right? I guess so. And last but not least, the pinky. Select all of these. And that loop. Okay, don't want these. Or these. Okay. Shift D, duplicate, and scale this guy way down. And bring him in. Okay, now kill these faces. And let's arrange this a little better so we can see what we're doing. Grab these faces. Okay, grab these. Missed that one on the ring finger, I guess. These. Okay, I guess I need to sew those together. Alt M at center. And these guys, Alt M at center. Okay, there we go. Now we've got all 4 fingers and the thumb. And like I said, I'm out of time now, so got some weirdness right here. I'll have to fix that up later. Okay, so we got the fingers on there. I wanted to go through and work on the legs as well, but as you can see, I kind of ran out of time. And the further I go, the further over time I'm going. Okay, so we'll go to part 8, and I will fix up the rest of the hand, and then I will start on the legs. Okay, so that's all for part 7. See you in part 8.